I'm going to start this video off by saying thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel and has become part of the family and have shared my video and watched them, because my goal for 2025 was to finally become monetized with my YouTube channel, and you all helped me accomplish that goal. So I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Creating a home and inspiring you to thrift your house into a home has always been my passion and my goal. And I am so blessed to have you here and part of my family. My name is Jamela, and thank you again for tuning in for another episode of Living the Lifestyle of the Thrift and Famous. And the videos you loved that helped make me, reach those goals were these that I'm going to feature here, which were my top 8 videos. And this one was to my collection, my art collection, that had 4,000 views, along with the, it's not crazy, it's really psychological about us buying our antiques. That one came in at 4,000 views too. So you all liked that. And then you all liked knowing what was new in my thrifted home. So that came in at 5,000 views. And then when I talked to you about my, my dilemma with these rental properties and trying to take life differently, that one came in at 7,000 views. And I was, at a lull there when I created that video. So thank you for reaching out to me and leaving those comments on that video. And then talking about going against the dernier cri, which is the trends. You all love that. And I was just trying to talk about, let's not just follow the trends all the time, because they don't set the mood for our homes. And that video got 8,500 views. And then narrowing down to Thrift Like a Pro, which I was amazed at, got 10,000 views. But my number one video for 2025 was my What is Luxury Living and What It Means to Me. That gained 23,000 views. And I was truly amazed that that video was such a success. And it's not like I'm making lots of money, but it's just the mere fact of that I'm finally, getting paid for doing something that I actually love doing. And that's the rewarding part of it all for me. And in addition to hitting that goal, I also, we hit as a group our goal of having our rental properties updated. We went through 3 major bathroom gut jobs at 3 of the houses. And that took a toll on me from the beginning of March all the way up into maybe October. So yeah, your girl's been kind of busy focusing and trying to between manage the properties and then also focus on what I want to do at home. So yeah, after going through all of these renovations, I was kind of bombed out when it came time to work on the bathroom projects for my house. The rental properties, although, we're happy to have them, sometimes they can be very trying and testing on your mental psyche, because sometimes people don't appreciate what you put into a home, and you kind of got to balance out how to deal with that. So yeah, but anyway, we're moving along with them, but we did accomplish those goals and have the 3 bathrooms renovated. They were completely, like I said, gutted out and renovated. And then one house had 2 bathrooms, so we changed that from a 1.5 bath. So again, you might as well call that 4 bathroom jobs. But we did get through it. And like I said, after experiencing all of that, it was a relief that my bathroom projects that I did at my house didn't garnish this much work and exhaustion, that I was able to have that done without it being too taxing on me personally. And all of these bathrooms had those shower inserts, basically, and they've been there for decades. So after years and years of them being in there, it just caused a lot of wood rot. And this bathroom, even though it had the tub and everything, all of it had to come out and completely redone, and the floor had to be, restructured, everything. So, these are old houses, and they, have gone years and years and years and years before us of neglect. So needless to say, we're slowly pitching away at it. So, and then, yes, I was able to accomplish having my 2 bathrooms in my house given new looks, like I said, that I am completely happy about, and can't even imagine changing it no time soon. And of course, you all were there with me along the way on this one too. So, you know, going through projects like this, I don't. My hats go off to those that are constantly making changes in their house. Me, once I get it the way I like it, I tend to leave things the way they are for a very long time. In fact, my bedroom, I'm thinking about painting it, and it hasn't been painted a new color in almost 20 years. So I can live with things for a very long time without getting bored with a certain look. And those were some of the personal goals that I accomplished. So I also want to talk about my top 5 thrifted items that I found for the year. And, again, it's been kind of tricky out there, but I did score some goodies along the way. And I'll start with number 5, and that is my Waterford Crystal jam jar that I use for my collagen powder. I'm glad I had found that, so I can put it in my little area to complete my little coffee area station there. So that was a good find. And then number 4 is that bust that I bought from an estate sale. I love how it looks on top of the bar station there. It gives it more of a stately look, right? And although the next item I didn't find, it found me, was my vanity for my bathroom, which created, that was the catalyst that started my makeover in here. So that was a freebie. So that's number 3. And then next up is number 2. Now, ever since my plant in this corner died, I've been trying to find the right mirror to, make that space, fill it in, and make it look so much better. I had this little one in there, and then I found another one and moved that, which this one is now in the bathroom there. But my number 2 find was that Chippendale chinoiserie mirror that I found at the yard sale for $40. This looks extremely well in my dining room. So yes, that was a happy girl dance all over. But my number 1 find is my kitchen flooring. I found that at Restore Habitat for $25 a box. I can't even tell you how thrilled I was out thrifting and happened to find that, and not to mention to have enough for it to complete my kitchen, to give it that, I was able to get that gray out of there and give it that nice warm tone, with the little soft country look. I don't want to call it country, but it is a little on the countryside, but it's cozy country. So I am thrilled that I found that flooring, and not only was it enough for my kitchen, it was enough for my bathroom. So yes, great find on that. So after all this thrifting and working and finding and doing all this stuff, what a wonderful way to end it with our 60th birthday in Aruba. Absolutely amazing. So I have to say 2025 was a wonderful year. And not only did I have my friends and family with me along the way, I had you. And again, you know what I always leave you with saying, that beauty is being home and loving it. I look forward to loving our homes more in 2026. I hope you enjoyed this recap with me, and if so, don't forget to drop me a comment, like, and share. I'll see you again, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful 2026.